Hello YouTube, this is Jeff with Jeff's Toy Reviews, and today I am reviewing Moon Studios MS-02 Iceland. This is the second in their series for their combiner Radiatron, which is basically this is a third-party version of Raiden and the combiners. I don't remember all the names from them, so I do apologize. This figure here is their second, and funny, he was released first, but I've already reviewed Dark Knight, so now I'm going to go ahead and review him and then let you know I'm only going to be doing from train to robot. The combine mode transformation I will do in a separate video as I get the rest of the figures for to complete the combiner of Radiatron or Raiden, and so I'll have a playlist for those so you can take a look at those and see if they help you. The instructions, it's all it comes with is instructions and his weapons and a trailer hitch, the same hitch that was in the Dark Knight video. The thing is that's really interesting with these figures, like the instructions, is they're helpful as guides, but they're not completely accurate. There's other ways to do things, so I'm just going to be doing the transformation based on the way that I do the transformation. But so I hope this helps. So first, let's go ahead and take a look at the box. Here we go, Iceland, nice product image of the figure. Train, MS-02 Iceland. This is the actual size of the train. It's kind of cool because it even says scale, one scale. The figures themselves, I think, stand just over 10 inches tall. Here are some nice product shots of Iceland. It does not come with train tracks. It just comes with some of the weapons. You see his gun here and another weapon, which I will show you. Here is scale 1:1. This is how big the figure is. He is pretty much the same size as the box. He's a big figure. So let's get this out of the way. And here is the train. Adjust this here. A little closer, and there we go. And very nicely detailed, nicely done. They're painted completely. This it's all paint, which is great. I mean, everything. All plastic is painted. There's this nice silver or white. It's not silver. It's a white pearlescent, more like a off-white, almost like a metallic white paint for the train. It's got your gray panels up here. Your green is all painted. Wheels on the bottom, so you can kind of see how he is. Like, these figures, they're really cool. I really like the way they did this set. So Moon Studios, I guess, was Zeta Toys. Maybe I keep hearing different things, but that's kind of like the current rumor. He does come with this big old gun here, this big cannon here, which you can flip down and he can hold it as a weapon, but it's too big, so it kind of just flops his arm down. This pegs in to the side of the foot when he's in foot mode. This will tab into the side of that to help complete the Radiatron look. So, but you can, if you want to, you can have this giant cannon here. There's a port on the top. Put that here, and then here is his gun here, and you can just put this here, and there you go. Big old train of death here. The gun itself is also there is a paint. This one has it too. It's like or it's either painted or it's a metallic. There's metallic flakes, very subtle in here. There's a red paint here on both sides, and he does have the tab for the gun for his hands. It's pretty cool. I mean, I'm very impressed. Dark Knight is very impressive. This figure is very impressive as well. So we're going to go ahead and take a look, get started here. I'm going to bring the camera up now. Pull it back just a little bit. Bring this up. So I have some room to work, and let's see. We will go ahead and start. We will fold these legs down, or these wheels down. Now, when you're transforming, the instructions do have this little tiny tab. You can see that they're right there, and that just folds down. I don't put these up because they're just so small, they're kind of a pain in the butt, but just to show you that they're there. They're supposed to keep the wheels up, and they do, they work fine, but just not, you know, I don't know. They're just, for me, they just kind of get in the way because the wheels are tight by themselves, so I don't need to worry about the wheels falling. I'm going to go ahead and start with the legs, the most complicated part. So I'm going to bring this down a little bit here so we can get this all untabbed. And here, I'm going to bring this in here like so, just to get this out of the way. This one comes in there, and then there's a little tab, or little post, little hook there sticking out. That just will, there's a little slot here that's just going to go right into, so that'll all hold nice together in there. And then we can get this out of the way, get some stuff undone, and then we're going to get this here. I'm going to come up here, bring this up, and we're going to unpanel this section. A lot of things are on ball pegs, so if you find your panels fall off, that's fine, because at least they're on ball pegs. Like this one fell off already, and that's because this ball peg, they're small, and I mean, they fit fine. It's just that, you know, when they pop in, they just don't, doesn't seem to want to stay on. So, and this is the only one I think I've had that problem with. There we go. And back off already. Look at that. I'm going to set this aside. I'll peg it back in later. Go ahead, bring this up. We're going to separate these pieces here. It's going to come up here. We're going to separate. We're just going to pull the legs apart. We've got to get the wheels apart as well. They're on a, I guess I shouldn't have put this down already. There have these those two tabs here, and they hook into this other wheel here. Get that out of the way. I'm going to go ahead and bring everything apart. There we go. And that's a first. And this is held in by friction, which is fine, but still that's a first. Guess I had my finger in the wrong spot. That's the first time that's happened. I've transformed this thing several times. Let me get this reattached. All right, got that back on. Now go ahead and close the wheels down. Kind of odd that happened. This piece came up undone. That's fine. Go ahead and flip up the hip skirts. And this is going to give you some room to work, and bring the folded panel down here. Give you some freedom here. I'm going to open, well, since this side is already undone, we have this here, and we're going to bring this open like so. Take this panel here, fold that down. This is up on a double hinge, and this is going to rotate. Yes, so this is going to come down here like so. It's going to come down, extend it out. It's going to rotate down like so. Turn it around, and you're going to bring the toe out and down, and it's going to go like so. So bring the tail down like that, or the toe down like that, excuse me. You're going to take this piece here, bring this down, bring this one first, excuse me, bring this little tab in first, bring this piece down here. You're going to take this piece here, bring up, you're going to bring in just a little bit, and then you're going to turn this piece, this small gray piece is going to turn in a little bit. I'm going to fold that all the way around like so. You're going to take this piece, and you're just going to come all the way in, and there is a slot here, and this tab is going to go right into it. You're just going to bring that all the way down, and it's going to tab in like so. bring this piece here. This is on a double hinge as well, the nose cone. I'm going to bring in and just kind of collapse that in like so. Bring this piece up. And then everything's just going to kind of come in around itself here. Make sure everything's kind of tucked in. Should look like that. We'll bring the hand out. We're going to bring this all the way down. And everything's going to kind of get into its place. There's a port here and the peg here. And that's just going to tab in like so. Oh, I forgot an important piece. No, I guess I didn't. So this piece, as it's open, you can turn this and take this. Like so. You're just going to rotate and flip that in like so, and then bring this in. And there is a tab in the nose cone section here. It needs to be at an angle, and then you have these two tabs here with these two slots there. And everything's just going to fit in there. That tightens up your leg. And you take here, this piece comes down, and this is going to, on this side, you're going to just see everything kind of pop in here. There's a tab here and a slot here. Let's go down here. You're going to bring the toe back up, and there you go. Now, because the panel popped off, here's the panel. We're going to go ahead and pop this back on here. And that is going to come down flush here. You have a tab and slot, and then this piece is going to go fold in here, and then you have another, you have a tab here and a slot here, and this is just going to kind of all catch in together. So that's going to fold around there, and then you're just going to, these are just going to kind of turn in like so. And that's your first leg. Cool. Now let's work on the other one. Well, that took a lot longer than I expected. Break this out. This is the most difficult part of the transformation, as well as the legs. So I'm going to unfold, bring these out first, because it seems it's just the easiest way to do it. And then separate that. You have pegs and ports. I'm going to take this, bring this all the way down, turn it around. Actually, just bring it up like so. So it should look like that. I should have done it like this earlier. It's easier. Bring this green piece up here, flip it in like so. Of course, when it's easier, now it falls over. Take this piece here, I'm gonna bring this down. I'm going to accordion the nose in. You're gonna pull the nose out, bring up. Actually, we're gonna bring up. You gotta kind of swing it back in, and then it's just gonna collapse in like so. You're going to take the cockpit piece. You want to bring this up and give yourself some room again, so you can fold this piece in here. You're actually going to, the window is on a hinge, and you're going to bring that in and then collapse it, and then bring that back forward. Then you're going to bring this down, and on this side there is this tab, and that's going to go in this slot right here. There you go. Bring this out of the way. We're going to go up with this. This is on an arm. It should look like that. And actually, that looks different than the way I had it last time. Because I don't, yeah, there we go. Here, I'm going to bring this up. And this is going to come in again. You have a port, you have a port, a peg here. It's going to come all the way up, and it's just going to get in there, and that's a pretty good tight piece. You're going to take the wheels and you're going to rotate them in, and then you're going to bring this around. And again, you have a slot here, you have 2 slots here, and these tabs, and they're just going to all fit all in there. Come on. Lining everything up. There we go. And that's all nice and good. Bring the foot down like so. Bring the toe forward and up. Bring this piece down, and got this big old, basically a slot tab, and then you have another peg and or a slot tab and a slot. You're gonna bring this one down. That's just gonna come around to the side. I know what's going on here. Let me go back here first. Line all this up, and we're going to go ahead and collapse that in here, and here. Got that all lined up first. Then you can bring these in and kind of bring them in this place. There is a tab and a slot on the inside here, and it helps as guidance, but you know, so there we have the feet and legs are done. Yay! Okay. Raise the camera up a little bit more because this he's tall. He's bigger than MP10. We're just about the same size. So if you have the original the second Masterpiece Optimus Prime, then you know. You're gonna bring up this piece here. It's all gonna come up, and then you're going to this piece up here, bring those out, and then these are on sliders, so you're going to slide those back, and these are tight sliders too, so there we go. Bring those back. We're going to come up here. This piece is going to come undone. Oh, I forgot these ports here. So these are hooked in, and they keep everything in really secure. Go ahead and pull that back, and then as you pull forward, and then you're going to bring this back. So that's going to get out of your way. I'm going to go ahead and clean up the backpack now. We're also going to untab this piece here. Okay. And then we're going to bring this piece all the way down, and you have these ports here, and they're going to, or these pegs here, or yeah, pegs here, and they're going to plug into those ports, and that's going to slide forward up on top on this slide. It'll slide in, this will go into the ports, this goes down, and then this will go back up. And there's 2 tabs here, 2 slots here, and then you're going to take this whole piece, and you're going to bring this down, and there are these 2 pegs here, 2 ports there, and we're going to collapse it all right onto each other. You're going to take this piece here, going to bend it forward, actually bring it out, and then as you bring it down, then bring it around to the front. This will all tab in here, so you'll come around, and there is a tab here, slots here, and that's just going to go right there. You're going to bring the hand down. You're going to bring the arm down, and then this piece here, you're just going to put that down, and there's a tab here and a slot in the middle. Just going to go like that. And we'll do the same thing on this side. Bring it down, rotate, and then, well, bring it up like so, and then bring it down. place. Okay, and then next we have the head here. It's gonna go up and there. Here we go. There is Iceland in his robot mode, and this guy is really cool. I really like these figures. If you've watched my first review, you know that I did like Dark Knight quite a bit. These guys are really amazing just by their sight, or by the way they look, and also their height. Their height's really big. I mean, these guys are bigger than some of your masterpiece figures. Like I said, MP10, your Optimus Prime they're not as big as this one, and really cool looking figure. So let's go bring it a little closer here, bring this up, take a look at the face. And I like the face. I like the paint on the face. Everything's painted. The head's painted silver with the green, the silver, the blue. Visor's painted with a nice metallic blue. There's like metal flakes in there. Everything looks really good. The face isn't bad. Simple, you know, really cool. No face change gimmicks or anything like that, but you really don't need it. This could be a combiner. So, you know, there's a lot of die cast in here too. Like the whole chest is die cast. There's die cast in the legs. These knee pieces are die cast. The feet are die cast. The toes are die cast. And really, just really cool. There's paint everywhere. Love the paint on this. Really cool. Articulation. He can do full 360. He can look up he can look up fairly well. He can look down fairly well. Arms can go 360. Can come up. If you want to bring this up, you can bring this out too. It's very tight. They're ratchets. They're very soft ratchets, but they're tight, which is good. Which I don't mind at all. He does have 90-degree bend as part of transformation. Well, actually, not even part of transformation. This piece is hooked in pretty good, and then he does have a 90-degree elbow joint bend. If you can see that, comes back down. Good double jointed elbow there. He does have a wrist swivel. His thumb is on a ball joint at the end, and there's some articulation. There's articulation at the base. They look like ball joints, but they don't, well, they are ball joints on the hands, excuse me. They are ball jointed fingers at the base, but there's not enough room to spread the fingers or anything. But he also has a pin knuckle for each finger, so, or not a pin, but there's a joint, one finger joint per. Thumb does not have that, it's only at there. So, but not bad. For waist, you can bring up the backpack a little bit. It doesn't mess with too much, but he does have waist swivel. He has, because of that tab you lift up in the back, he does have some nice ab crunch there, so you can bend over it looking down pretty good. Get some good poses. If you don't want the ab crunch, like you feel like it's getting out of the way, you could just go in and lock it back into place, and it's not a big deal. Hip skirts come up. He can go out all the way, go forward all the way. Nice ratchet legs, almost back all the way. I had a feeling that was going to happen. Put that back into place because I pushed in the wrong spot. He can, there's 90 degrees. The back of the leg gets in the way. This is all die cast. It's really cool. And I do like how this hides the knee joint pretty well. So he does have a upper thigh swivel, or he has a little bit of hip swivel. He does have the knee swivel. He does have the ankle rocker. The toe does move, so you can put it down, you can put it up, you can get some good poses out of it if you need. And yeah, and for his weapon, again, there is a slot in in the grip of the weapon. He has a slot in his hand, and that just slots, put it right in. And he holds it pretty good. He holds out his arm pretty good. So, you know, he's not, the joints are not loose really at all with these figures. These guys are amazing for the price that you're getting, the size that you're getting, the amount of die cast and plastic and everything. The representation that they have on the shelf is really, really nice. And I must say, I'm pretty impressed with Moon Studios. If it's still Zeta Toys, I could definitely see the quality Zeta Toys put out with their Superion and their Bruticus that they've done. So this figure is really cool. Moon Studios, I think, did a great job. He does have this piece here. I mean, if you want to see what it looks like in his hand, here you go. I'll put it in the other hand, but it's so big and the tab is so small that it doesn't. It doesn't stay in very well, and because of the weight of it, I guess you can, there you go. I mean, you can carry it with him. You can put it on his back. If you wanted to, you could put it on his back. He has the ports here. Fold this back up. That could be there on his back. So as he's getting ready to, he has that with him in battle. So if they do combine, he has that piece there. But yeah, like, it's an amazing figure. I really have enjoyed what Moon Studios has done with these figures, and highly recommend this set. Right now you can still find them. They're not terribly expensive. When they first were offered, they were $109 a piece. They're at $115 to $120 a piece. That's still cheaper than the Takara Tomy figures, and these guys are really, really awesome. I do have Iron Arm to review next, which is their third one, and then the fourth figure, which is Moonshine, I have him as well on the way. Don't have him yet in hand. So those will complete at least the main body and the legs, and then the limbs will be the last two figures released. So I will get those underway soon. So once I receive Moonshine, I'll get Iron Arm and Moonshine both on here, so you can check it out. I do apologize for the rambling. Thank you so much for watching. You guys have a great day, and check out Big Bad Toy Store, TF Source, Toy Dojo, Chosen Prime, and TF Direct online. And they do have, a lot of the stores still have these figures up for pre-order and also are in stock. So check them out. Thank you very much for watching, and have yourselves a great day.